Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of the Movie Hoppers. And if you want Movie Hopper shirts, just text or remind, yes to remind, text at Hop Shirt to 81010. Kay is working hard on the design right now. And here we have Kay, and here we are talking about the personal history of David Copperfield, which is based off a book or something. I think it's like based off a
Yep.
Charles Dickens book. Do you know what this is?
I've never heard of this story before.
Mm-hmm.
I've never read it. At first, I thought this movie was about the magician, and when I started, I realized quite quickly that it was not.
Yeah, I told somebody I was watching this and they were like, "You mean the magician? Does it talk about his tricks?" And I was like, what are you talking about?" And no, let's just clear the air. This is not about the magician David Copperfield. Um, this is about some kind of Charles Dickens book. Sorry to disappoint you. I understand if you have to leave the video now. But you know what? I already know my opinion. I'm kind of wondering about your opinion. What are your first impressions of this?
Well, I didn't really like this movie. I thought that it was kind of weird, like weirdly paced and set up. It was almost like it brought had like multiple stories together at once, but none of them had a payoff with like it brought it to the climax and then switched to a different movie. Thing. And then brought that one to a climax and then that stopped. And then brought it to another one and then it's like it just kept going over and over and over again and it didn't really have anything. And I know this was like, oh, but he's reading a book and it's like you can only tell someone like tell a story up to the people that he's basing it off of because they haven't lived full lives yet.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, it felt like unfinished.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. Just bumped the mic. But this felt very disjointed. Like very, very, very disjointed. It's like a compilation. Well, if you want the David Copperfield experience, I'll tell you what you can do. Take 5 movie hopper episodes, right? Take 2 minutes out of or take 5 2-minute segments out of these episodes, and then put them in an editing software, and then mix them all up. And that's basically what it's like watching this movie, except instead of great movie reviewing fun, you get this, which is you know what? Maybe I just don't like period pieces because I did not like Emma. I did not like Little Women, and these are movies I was supposed to like. They told me I'm supposed to like these movies, and they told me, the powers that be, the almighty critics and Rotten Tomatoes, they told me that this movie was supposed to be good too. So maybe this just is not our jam. Maybe we just do not understand. But
Maybe there just hasn't been a good period piece yet, but everyone just thinks their
yeah,
bare minimum is the best.
yeah, I guess I just assume that it's good and they just don't understand it, but it's just not good. It's this is I think this is a British film, so it has, I guess, British comedy. This is technically by some definitions a comedy. Um did
It's some I suppose.
what was your laugh factor here? How many laughs did you get?
Uh, um, I can't say.
Too many to count. Too many to count. Of course, a good problem, a compliment to the film. Uh, I think the only funny actor, actress, or just in general part of the movie is the woman that was supposed to be like stupid. Um, I thought she was funny. I don't know if that's just her actress or the writing, but despite the fact that literally all of the jokes are that she's stupid, um, it was still played off well, and I laughed when she was on screen. But besides that, it was it. This isn't a really funny movie, and I think it's supposed to be. But I don't even know if this movie knows what it's supposed to be, so how am I supposed to know? But
Yeah.
it's just it it's just like a bunch of short films put together, and like different characters don't really even have arcs. They just leave. That just one scene they're there, and the next scene you never see them again.
Yeah. Like David shows up in their lives and their problems are instantly solved. And it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
And then it's
It,
like, who is this character anyway? Like who is this? Like we get introduced to them and it's like, this is this person and this is what they do and this is their characterization and that's it.
and there you go. They're
There it
gone.
is.
It's all you need to know about this character, and now they're gone.
It's like they just wrote down an outline for a character and it's like that's it. There we go.
Yep. That's
Threw
all.
it in. Threw it in the movie. Like,
Yeah. I guess the writer of this movie must not like goodbyes because they never really say them in this movie. The characters just leave.
yeah.
Just I guess if I was in this movie, I would want to leave too. Actually, I watched this movie and I wanted to leave, so I do understand. But it doesn't make for a really good movie. It, just nothing to latch onto at all. No plot or anything, and at least okay, I'll give it this. It does the whole like the main characters writing the book better than Little Women did, because
Absolutely.
at least this movie doesn't try to retcon any like characterization or character arcs like in Little Women, like when she seems visibly upset when she has to marry the person like when she's writing the book, but in the book Little Women, that was the movie Little Women, she was happy to marry. It's confusing. This movie, I guess, is better than Little Women. Um, I guess it's better than Emma? Question mark. Did you see The Favorite?
No.
Okay, I like The Favorite. That's like the one movie that I liked. Um, so I guess it ranks second in the period piece movies I've seen, so good for it. It's just, I mean, the beginning in particular was just unbearable for me. And then it becomes like slightly bearable, and by the end, it's just mediocre. So, I mean, that's good. I guess I was just kind of getting used to the whole whiplash experience.
Yeah. I don't feel like this movie took itself very seriously.
No.
Like in some cases, like that could be a good thing, but this is trying to be like funny and it's trying to bring like all these characters together and it's like writing a story, and it's like not taking his writing seriously almost in a way. And then that makes like everything else kind of like not meaningful, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing really did mean anything in this. So yeah, I guess that's where that stems from. And this movie like wanted to be stylish and like wanted to have like cool editing stuff, but there's only like 3 times that it does anything interesting at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, why even bother with those 3 times? It just makes, well, 2 of them are just in the beginning, but it kind of just makes it jarring, and it's a byproduct of this movie being so disjointed and not knowing what it is and not taking itself seriously. All of that fun stuff we said. So that's just kind of it. Another bad move. This movie got really good reviews. I don't
Yeah,
I don't understand what.
it's a cool, funky period piece that's you know, got major actors in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Therefore, it has good quality.
It's British, so it has to be good. I don't know. Maybe this movie's funny if you're British.
Maybe, or maybe the Brits just have bad taste.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they call fries chips. I don't trust them. So, you know, you know, you know what I don't like. What I should like. Monty Python. I just
You don't
don't.
like Monty Python?
I saw the Holy Grail movie, and I didn't find it funny. I
That's
know.
fair.
Well, that's like the wrong opinion to have. Apparently, like that's supposed to be like the creme de la creme or whatever of comedy, and I didn't like it. I guess I guess I just don't like British people. Well,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah. I mean, I'm German, so there's a little bit of bad blood there, but
Uh-oh.
um, but like, nah, this movie just isn't. It's not anything at all. It's no, it's actually it's the opposite. It's a bunch of things that add up to nothing. It's
Yeah.
it's like if it's like when a little kid does math, right? And you show him like a bunch of small numbers, and you like add up like 10 single digit numbers, and they think, oh my god, this is huge, but you know that it's like small and it's only going to add up to 15. That's this movie. One of those like long, simple addition problems that is just tedious to for no reason, and there's a quicker way, and it's I I
You
don't.
know, another thing that pissed me off about this movie is
Mm-hmm.
why was it 2 hours long?
I
Like,
I
I
don't.
saw time for this thing, and I'm like, oh God, please no. Like, and so, like, at this point, I knew it was about a Charles Dickens book. I'm
Mm.
like, okay, that maybe it could be interesting. But like the first couple minutes, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna hate this.
Yeah, I this movie definitely gets better as it goes along, and if you don't know, oh wait, what did you say?
Does it though?
Uh, well, like I said, it goes from unbearable to mediocre.
Okay.
That's my assessment. But just in case you don't know, if you're not a movie hoppers fanatic, Kay is in very well, not partial to long movies. So keep.
There can be good long movies that I enjoy, that I thoroughly enjoy. But if it's just like you're shitting out a movie and it's 2 hours long and there's like no point to it, like the personal history of David Copperfield, I don't care about this. I don't even know what I've never heard of this story before. Like, I don't care, you know? And you're making it 2 hours long. You're making a 2 hour long period piece that's not even funny. How do you expect me to enjoy this? I'm gonna dread like halfway through, and I want to go home.
in the uh in the 2 hours of this movie, I've learned one thing about David Copperfield. David Copperfield's a real swell fella, and that's it. That's his entire character. He's a nice guy.
Has he's probably dyslexic too.
Only
Like,
under pressure, he's dyslexic, but that's only
under,
brought up twice, so it doesn't even matter. Um, it didn't help also that like throughout the first like 30 minutes or hour, I kind of lost track of time, so it could be either or of this movie. I was trying to I don't know if just it was my theater that was a problem, but I was trying to translate their British English into English that I can understand. So I probably missed a few lines here or there, which made it, which is kind of not good because this movie is so fast paced. Basically, every line in this movie is its own separate plot. So, there you go. Maybe I just missed out on the David Copperfield experience. It kind of evened out, um, because some characters left, and I just kind of got used to their British shenanigans. But uh, yeah, that's something I guess you should know. Not, I'm not good at hearing like British English or like broken English or stuff. I just can't understand it. So, oops. But I got it later on.
All around you.
Well, you know what? You know what? Maybe British people should speak American English. We won. Let's just buy Britain. Honestly, let's just stick it to them. They thought they could rule the world. Let's just get rid of them. Honestly, if they're making shit like this, let's conquer them. Dude, freaking Manifest Destiny is gonna go overseas. Let's bring it back. The reboot of the century. Manifest Destiny. Yeah, I don't like the fact that people sometimes confuse America, like the country, and the United States of America. Wait, no. United States of America and North America, like the continent. So let's just take all of North America, and while we're at it, let's take South America too, because they stole our name. So, but
Okay. The personal history of David
yeah,
Copperfield.
that's basically that's a word for word what these British people said in this movie. Um, so I guess we
You
should.
know,
Oh
who
no,
was your favorite subplot?
my favorite subplot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The separate plot, since there was no plot to begin with.
let, let me see. Let me open up my book. There's about 150. So um, I get, I said this before, but I like the woman who was supposed to be a bimbo, and every joke was at her expense. So I guess um
Was that
that
the Tilda Swinton character?
what?
Was that the Tilda Swinton character?
No, not the aunt, the one with the dog.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So I guess just anything with her
yeah. I
subplot.
like that one.
How about you?
Oh, I liked the dude that thought he was King Charles.
I I didn't understand that.
It
The-
was so weird and stupid and like really thought provoking. I mean, it's not very thought provoking, but I'm like, okay, this dude's crazy because he thinks King Charles's thoughts went to his head after he died. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then he just makes a kite and he flies it so he can get the thoughts out. And I'm like, bet this dude's weird. I vibe with him. And then Tilda Swinton was, what was it, like his cousin or something? And
Yeah,
then she's
something like
just
that.
like chilling there. She's like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was funny. It was cool. And then, I don't know. It might be just because I like their house. Like very like cottage core and like very pretty in the background. It was like so gorgeous, and it's like the whole field, and it was like, oh my God, I wanted that house so bad. I wanted like to be there. But that's not what the movie's about or the characters. I mean, they did try to get their house back from that one guy,
That
which I hated so much
uh,
because it was so annoying. My
it,
God.
it made that like I guess that's the bad guy in the movie, kind
Yeah.
of, but like that it's like
He
again
really was. It was just like a thing.
it was like so rushed
Yeah.
and whatever. Yeah. it was a pretty house. I can vibe with that.
Hmm.
Um, do you want to get into spoiler talk?
Sure.
Um, so I guess this doesn't have to be spoiler talk, but I just thought of it. Um, for a big chunk of the movie, I thought that whole boat house thing, the house that's an overtone boat, I
Mhm.
thought that was a figment of young David Copperfield's imagination.
Yes, me too. Oh my God.
It wasn't until they went back I was like, oh,
Yeah, like when the dad smashed it, I'm like, oh, okay. Then it's not real. That was like another thing about this movie. Like I didn't know what was real and when it was real or not. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm,
and that like threw me out the movie too. Like it's like, okay, I don't know what's real, so I don't really care. And it would like go into the future and like go back, and I'm like can you give me something? Can you give
yeah,
me something of significance that I can actually latch on to that would be understandable and real? Please, please, I'm begging you.
yeah. So not only are you trying to figure out what plot line you're on, not only are you trying to figure out who these characters are before they leave, but you're also trying to figure out what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
Half of my uh, like that's a good point. Half of my brain power, like watching this movie, was just trying to decipher like what the fuck was going on, like what I should be paying attention to, what I shouldn't be paying attention to, and not actually like enjoying the movie or like trying to like look into the movie any more than like the surface level of it. It was just yeah, that's a good point. Also, David Cop that whole plot line with the woman with the dog, I'm really salty over that. That is it kind of shows how shallow David Copperfield was. He just he was gonna marry a woman just for her looks when his real true love was right in front of her, right in front of him the whole time. Bad naughty naughty. And it kind of implied that the woman, the dog woman, was the one who like called off the divorce. I kind of got that feeling because she said I don't belong and left, and David Copperfield just kept writing. Um, so
Yeah. And then she was never heard
yeah,
from.
my favorite. She could have died. She might. I guess she just fell down the stairs, and she fucking died. That'll be in the director's cut, probably. Um, but yeah, shallow. Like this movie, it's a very big pool. It's a very 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 big pool, but it is shallow.
Mhm.
You can only get your feet wet. It's like a flooded road. Soul movie. Yeah, I don't even I don't even remember what happens in the end. I don't even remember the last scene of this movie. Like,
Leave the theater, don't they?
oh yeah, yeah, that's it. Cause the whole
Book the book ends, but it's not really the end because they're still alive
and
and they're living out their lives right now. As
David Copperfield too.
God, 4 hours long this time.
uh, yeah, I didn't like how that whole dog woman arc ended. I'm
No.
I'm
And she
salty.
like seems like an actually interesting character, you
Mm-hmm.
know? It's like, no, we're not gonna use her, okay? Like
Yeah.
she's in the book, but we're just gonna push her off. We're gonna push her off to the side.
Like, haha, stupid woman. That's funny. And
And
it
okay, I didn't like that stingy like college boy
oh
asshole either. Like
that guy made no fucking sense. I fucking
didn't
hated him.
like it was trying so hard to be like one of those period pieces that are based in college things with like the rich people
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know something like the Dead Poet Society, or like something like that type
Uh-huh.
thing. And it's like, oh, I'm so cool because I go to school and that's it. And I'm like, shut up, please. I hate you. I in every scene I don't wanna watch you. Get out of the scene. Leave this. And when he did, I was pretty happy. I'm like, okay, good, 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 gone.
Nope. Then he came back. He like left like he thought like I thought I was rid of him. Like after the lunch scene where like he blackmails David Copperfield into doing something. Like I don't know what. And then
Like, for what? Like, I thought you guys were friends or something, but it's like,
yeah.
no, he's a twisted villain. He's a,
Yeah.
he's a, and I'm like, why? When? Like, who was he like against?
Just everyone. He just stole everyone's money. And at the end the big reveal that he like stole everyone's money, it wasn't really satisfying because that never like was like a big problem. He so it just like that whole everybody becoming broke was introduced 20 minutes before it was solved, and the movie treated it like that's like the climax of the whole movie. Like the everything that happened comes crashing down into that point, and they put all the characters in the same room. And I don't care. I don't hate this guy because he's a villain. I hate him because he's written horribly and he's annoying. And I don't.
Yeah.
Every second on screen is wasted time in this movie full of wasted time. I don't. I don't know why people like this movie. It's so disjointed. And well, how about that guy? Uh, I know that's descriptive. Um, what's his name? The David Copperfield's best friend in college, who's like kind of an arrogant asshole, but then stopped being an arrogant asshole. Uh,
Curly hair,
what?
curly hair.
Um, maybe. I just remember he dies. He's like the one character that dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
That's the
yeah,
guy I was
yeah, yeah.
like. I hated him so much.
I
It was such a stupid character.
he was like,
It's like he didn't fit the movie.
mm-hmm.
He didn't fit in. He had no place for this. He didn't
He
add anything. He didn't like take anything away.
yeah.
I mean, he like took that one dude's wife away for some reason. But like I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. That's the main issue with this. I can't care about anything because they don't give me anything to care about.
It
Sucks.
this movie is like I said, just like a bunch of short stories, if but put in a blender. So it's not like, oh, I care about this. This is cool. Oh, now it's over. Now this story's over. So now I can care about something else. No, these stories they don't end. None of them have an ending. Well, like maybe two of them do, but it's like the two that you don't care about. It's just, I feel like this movie is supposed to be like another hour long, and they just cut the endings of everything. Like, the ending's the least important part. It, I no. What do you think of the? We haven't even like really talked about the acting at all. What do you think of the acting?
Um, I mean, it's not bad,
Yeah,
you know, with the amount of characterization these people were given. I mean, it's not, it's not that bad.
yeah. I definitely think the fault here is definitely the writing and the directing. Just just not good. The acting wasn't that bad. I mean, Tilda Swinton was Tilda Swinton. I think she's overrated, honestly. But I would.
Like her.
Yeah, I know everyone does. I'm not supposed to
I
say
mean,
that out
she's
loud.
not like one of my favorite actors, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she's she's alright. Okay.
Yeah. I was from the trailers, I was expecting this movie to be like more surreal than it was. Like,
hmm I think that's what it was trying to do, like right in the beginning.
yeah, then I
But
forgot.
yeah, and it's like we
Yeah.
don't. Eh, eh.
What? Whatever. Who cares? Nobody's gonna remember this. Uh, I it you can't really. I know we've been not talking about the plot, but excuse me, there is no plot. You
Yeah,
you can't talk about something that doesn't exist. So, eh,
it was really just a lot of wasted potential.
yeah, there's a lot of half plots.
Like this could have been good,
Mm-hmm.
but it just wasn't. Like they tried to do a the dream sequence type bit, but it just didn't work. It
And
didn't work.
yeah, and all these stylistic and surreal things they do, they just like do it once and then it's like over in 5 seconds, and then they don't do any like dream sequence or a stylistic or surreal thing for like another hour, and it kind of, like I said, it kind of it's jarring when it happens because of that.
Yeah. You
Is it?
know, I think they should have done what they did in the beginning, like have him in the scene,
Mm-hmm.
like almost narrating everything, and have like not even have him in the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Just like
that would have been clever.
yeah, like but do that like for the whole movie, and like I think that would have made it like at least a little bit more sense. You know, like it
Yeah,
would have it consistent, even if it like kept like the same plot type thing. But I don't know.
yeah, but
Well,
like everything else in the movie, it just kind of ditches it the
yeah,
second it comes up. Yeah, that would have been clever. Like if it was if the book was the book, the movie, whatever was written like it was the, because that's what it was, the retelling, like a retelling of the past, but it wasn't like written that way kind of, and I kind of wish it was, because that would have been, benefit of hindsight type thing. Is this movie PG or PG-13?
PG.
PG. That's weird. There's like a lot of like the scene where he gets like beat up. There's like a lot of blood in that. I'm surprised.
Well, it's over so quickly that it doesn't even.
Yeah. The fine folks at the MPAA probably forgot about that scene. They
Yeah,
probably just forgot about the whole movie. They're like, fuck, PG.
yeah. Slap it on there, get it out.
Yeah, it's well, probably because Disney owns the movie now, and if you've seen Cars 2 should not have been G. It just shouldn't have. Have you seen Cars 2? They're
I have,
shooting. That's that's
but
if you
it's haha funny, funky spy movie with cars. Haha funny.
if you fought in a movie, you get a PG. If you slap someone in a movie, that's a PG. But Disney can like shoot, like can have cars with guns and like shit, and that's G. That's not fair.
Well, it's Disney,
I
They
guess
probably
so.
break the law. They're like, hey, let it be G. Let these kids see it. So they bring their parents and they get more money. Just do it. Okay?
Yeah, like you see, like some things are PG for like thematic scenes. It's like, what the fuck do you mean thematic scenes? It's a movie. What does that mean? But yeah, Disney gets a pass.
It was just too deep for young kids.
Yeah,
It makes sense for older kids. It was just like so deep and psychological.
yeah. I don't know. This movie, it's just too British for American minds. I think we're just gonna have to accept that fact.
I mean, I can watch British movies. Like I have no issue with it. But this just sucks. Like There's good British films, and it's like this is just not one of them.
Yeah. Oh,
It's just so bad. It's just bad. I
well, I feel like that's a good note to end on. Do you want to go on onto the number ratings?
sure.
All right. I guess you started out with your impression, so I'm gonna.
All right.
Oh, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Go for it.
So, because this movie was so disjointed and just, I really couldn't care less about it, and it didn't make me feel anything except the desire to be over with this movie. Um, so I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, a three.
A three.
Yeah, because I like the sets and the background. That boathouse, so gorgeous, dude. It was like a little tiny house, and I'm like, yes, yes, it's so good. It's so pretty and cute. I'm like, ah, I liked it. I liked it so much.
Okay. Valid, valid. Uh, I saw again. This movie went from unbearable to mediocre. So, props to it for improving itself, even if it wasn't good at any point. Uh, I guess I'll give it a four. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna give it a four because disjointed. It sucked. It wasn't fun. I liked the lady with the dog, but after a while, maybe I just got used to the awfulness. But after a while, I was like, all right, well, I'd rather watch this and get syphilis. So that's what qualifies a four for me. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Um, yeah. So pretty mediocre, but no, not next weekend, but like Tuesday, I think I said, yeah, Tuesday, we are going to be reviewing Bill and Ted Face the Music. So get ready for that. Have you ever seen a Bill and Ted movie?
I've seen the first one,
Was that
and I like it. I like it. It's stupid. It's really stupid, but I like it.
oh right, that's good. I have not seen it, but okay, so we have some
Whoa, you've
yeah,
never seen Bill and Ted?
I have not.
Whoa.
Yeah. I might watch it between now and then, but uh high hopes for the new one. See what happens. So
Mm.
yeah, that's what's coming up. I'm seeing Tenant on Wednesday, so I'll probably review that sometime. And after that, there'll be no more movies coming out forever. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
But thank you guys for watching, and movie hopper shirts. The shit will be in the description. And goodbye.
Yeah.